The Disney theme park community embraces a wide variety of legendary icons. From characters like Figment, who perfectly captured the chaotic energy of imagination, or the Haunted Mansion's happy haunts, redefining what a spooky attraction could be. We cherish the icons we can relate to, that fuel our nostalgia, that celebrate what we celebrate. And it was on the overstocked shelves of a brand new Once Upon a Toy store in downtown Disney late in the summer of 2002 that one of theme park's most legendary icons was born. And while ignored by most Americans, it would later go on to become the most popular character to ever hit Tokyo Disneyland. All aboard as we set sail into the legendary history of the one and only Duffy, the Disney Bear. What's going on, Duffy fans? It's Dan here, and if you're this far into theme park lore, you might have occasionally stumbled upon this oddly generic looking teddy bear dressed like a sailor following Mickey around and wondered to yourself, what is that? Well, the people of Japan would like you to know you had your chance. It's Duffy Bear, all right? It's Duffy, and the more I've researched and looked into Duffy, I am obsessed. So let me tell you the history of this iconic Duffy Bear and why we as Americans don't deserve him. In 2002, Disney was still riding the wave of high toy sales following the public's merchandising obsession with Pixar's Toy Story 1 and 2, while also recovering from the tourism slump following September 11th. To drive sales and attendance, a brand new megastore was planned in partnership with Hasbro in what can only be described as the spiritual testing ground for the kind of theming we would find in Toy Story Land today. The store was all about IP, with one-of-a-kind toy experiences that took you through the whole gamut of Hasbro board games and toys, in addition to the endless rows of clothing and DVDs, plushes, magnets, merchandising, jewelry, everything. But hidden between the rows and rows of those branded character merchandise was a new idea from Imagineering, a small teddy bear companion that you could take around the parks with you. The teddy bear was fluffy and adorable, but rather generic looking as far as Disney plushes go. The hook here was that the bear shared the same iconic silhouette as Mickey himself, a rather sort of clever design. The bear, deemed the Disney Bear, was one of the first attempts Disney made at a travel companion for the parks, but at the end of the day, the interactivity of the traveling was left to the imagination of the guest. This is what I love about merchandising. Everywhere the elf on the shelf succeeded, the Disney Bear failed, all right? Because Mickey was at the Magic Kingdom with a stuffed bear, and he was in front of the castle, and he was lonely, and he wished for a best friend, and then Tinkerbell appeared, and Mickey's like, hey, Tinkerbell, I wish I had a best friend. I don't want it to be you. Will you bring my bear to life? So Tinkerbell sprinkles the bear with pixie dust. The bear transforms into Mickey's silhouette and comes to life because Mickey hugged the bear and gave it magical life, and Mickey and the bear were bonded forever, and now you can have Mickey's bear and travel Disney World with it, and no one cared. The bear wasn't attached to anything outside of the toy store, and so it found itself extremely limited in being able to attract an audience. Ultimately, the bear made its way from discount racks to clearance sections and into the cast member warehouses and probably onto eBay. Oh no, wait, this is 2002. I don't know, eBay flippers probably weren't super hard of a thing as they are now. The bear did catch the attention of the Oriental Land Company, and it was later that same year in 2002 at Christmas time that the Disney Bear found a brand new home. Hey guys, Magic Candle Company. My mouth is watering. It hasn't stopped watering. I'm smelling the pineapple whip, Magic Candle, and now I'm getting like I'm sad. I want to go to Disney World. I love it. Disney Dan 15% off. Go to magiccandlecompany.com. Now, something interesting you should know about Japan is that Japan really loves teddy bears right off the bat. They already have an affinity for teddy bears. So for the Oriental Land Company, a teddy bear presence, like a renewable park character that was a teddy bear in the Disney parks, seemed like a pretty solid investment. Now, it wasn't until 2005 when Duffy got his soul, right? That's essentially the story. Imagineering crafted a truly genius story. Tokyo Disney Sea also replaced that generic Mickey show that was in the Cape Cod Cook-Off Theater with a Duffy Bear show that retold the story that you could get in the little book that was attached to every Duffy's ear. Welcome to the legend of Duffy Bear. Captain Mickey, who is a sea captain, not exactly sure what his business is. I imagine it's just imports and exports, but he travels a lot. He's alone a lot, and so Minnie is like, boy, I bet Mickey is lonely. I should make him a teddy bear. So she does. Minnie hand stitches Mickey Mouse a teddy bear, and she ties a little bottle around its neck and puts a message in it, and it's like, Mickey, I hope this bear brings you luck and happiness while you're alone on the sea. And so Mickey's like, thanks, BT dubs. The bear was given to Mickey in a duffel bag, so Duffy. So Mickey goes sailing and doing whatever kind of sailorly, do boat captains travel alone? I don't know. I really don't know. But Mickey's out on the ocean alone, and one night he falls asleep and he's cuddling the teddy bear, and in his dreams, the bear comes to him dressed as a sailor, and it's like, Mickey, let's have adventures. And when Mickey wakes up, the bear is alive and real. What? And then they go on adventures, and Mickey's like, this is my bear best friend, given to me by Minnie, my true love, and it's bringing me luck and happiness. Let's take selfies. And they do. They take selfies all over the place, because that's the idea. That's the magic of Duffy Bear, right? Mickey gets back home after his long voyage, and he gathers the gang around. He's like, guys, you wouldn't believe what happened to me. This bear came to life, and we went on adventures together, and everyone's like, I don't believe you. And Mickey's like, I've got proof. And he pulls out his cell phone, and there are all of his pictures on Mickey's Mixtagram. I don't know what it is. It's Mickey's Instagram. It's like, bro, did you check my stories? And everyone's like, we didn't, Mickey. Sorry, we're terrible friends. We should have checked your stories, but we didn't. Find me on Twitter and Instagram, Disney Dan. We didn't, Mickey. I'm so sorry. And Mickey's like, well, check it out. The bear's alive. And everyone's like, well, I want a bear. And Minnie's like, don't worry. I'll make bears for all of you and enchant them in the same magical way. And that's what she did. And at Aunt Peg's at Cape Cod, the shelves just filled with Duffy Bears. And once you sort of start to understand the kind of kawaii culture that put Minnie as this kind of queen of the Disney parks, Duffy Bear kind of became her magical baby, you know, and you could take care of Minnie's magical baby. This highlights something truly different about theme park culture here versus someplace like Tokyo Disneyland, where the meet and greet is just, that's where it's at. No one's going there for It's a Small World. You're going there to hang out with Minnie Mouse, to meet Minnie Mouse and see her and take a picture with her. It was this very interactive thing, and you met Mickey and Minnie and you brought your Duffy, and in some opportunities you could meet Mickey and Minnie and they'd have their own. And to show how hardcore of a Disney fan you are, your Duffy Bear becomes this avatar of your Disney pride. And so you start dressing Duffy Bear in accessories and outfits, almost like the American Build-A-Bear. They just start throwing outfits out there left and right, accessories, and you can just start accumulating things and dressing Duffy Bear. And for like the better part of 5 years, Duffy just took Tokyo Disneyland by storm. The parks were filled with meet and greet opportunities that were specifically for the teddy bear. Little scenes and vignettes that you could strap your teddy bear into and take pictures of. Warning, to some of you, I know the Disney bear is not Duffy Bear. I know, all right? I know that's a highly contended thing. I'm not here to say which is which. I'm just telling you the history of the bear. I get that some of you out there believe, and I said it, all right? Duffy Bear got his soul in Tokyo Disney, all right? Like, 100%. I don't believe, but like Duffy's ancestor, like the Neanderthal to the Homo sapien of Duffy Bear is the Disney bear, all right? And you have to live with that. You have to live with that, all right? So knock it off, all right? And to the defense of the Tokyo Disneyland fan base, Duffy Bear is their figment. Duffy Bear is their haunted mansion. It's something that was original to their parks. So it's 2010, and the Oriental Land Company is like, hey, we're bringing Duffy back to America. And Duffy debuts in EPCOT with the unique outfits that he could wear, that you could purchase in all of the 11 countries. And you could meet Duffy, get your picture taken with him. He's dressed as a sailor, he's super adorable. And two kind of interesting things happened. One, the American public kind of was like interested in it. They're like, this is a cute character, and he kind of snuck his way into the brains of some of the general theme park fan base. But another thing happened. People from Japan came to EPCOT to meet and get the exclusive stuff that they were selling in EPCOT for Duffy there. And that set off some light bulbs in the Disney marketing team, and they're like, it's time to milk some Duffy magic. And so in 2011, we get introduced to Shelly May, Duffy Bear's lady friend. Honestly, that's what it is. Oh my God, this is incredible. So this is just a lady teddy bear, and the story is that Duffy and Mickey were on a long voyage, and when they come back, Duffy's like, boy, I'm just as lonely as my dad. I wish I had a companion to keep me company and make me happy. And Minnie's like, hang on, bro, I've got you. And she makes him a new friend. And Duffy brought as an offering 2 seashells, which then gave Shelly May her name. In 2014, Shelly May gets her own segment in the live show. Disney didn't stop there. The Oriental Land Company's like, wait, let's start debuting characters that reside in other parts of Tokyo Disney Sea to encourage the guests to kind of visit around the park and explore more. And so in 2014, Gelatoni debuts, the rapscallion Italian artist. And how he comes about is that Duffy gets a gelato and it falls, and this cat comes over and it's like, boy, that sucked. I'm so sorry you lost your ice cream. Let me take care of you. And he takes his tail and starts drawing with the spilt ice cream and makes beautiful pictures, and Duffy's like, I like you. Let's be friends. Over in the Italy Mediterranean section of Tokyo Disney Sea, Gelatoni took up residence. And then in 2016, just 2 years later, they debut a Gelatoni costume character in the big Come Join Your Friends show. It's just becoming this self-fulfilling prophecy of meet and greet plushy character friends that you need to travel to find and see. And in 2017, we get a new friend, Stella Lou, who's a ballerina bunny who wants to dance on a boat. And Duffy's like, hey, I'm a sailor. Let's go to New York and dance. But all of this is kind of contained in Tokyo Disney Sea. But in 2018 came Cookie, the adorable bakery dog that only appeared at Hong Kong Disneyland, which meant that if you wanted to get Cookie merchandise, you had to travel to Hong Kong Disneyland. And people did. People did. They started traveling to Hong Kong Disneyland to meet Cookie. And now a couple of months later, Cookie ends up debuting, slowly being rolled out in Shanghai, in Tokyo. You know, she starts to make appearances all over the place, but they do keep very specific kinds of experiences, such as the treats that she cooks in her story. Cookie out in Hong Kong, Duffy's traveling and he's enjoying some cotton candy while this dog who's in a hurry runs by carrying a plate of waffles, and the cotton candy and the waffles make this delicious treat that you can get on Main Street at Hong Kong Disneyland when you come and visit Cookie. And it's just truly genius, and people went. Later that same year in 2018, out in the Aulani Resort in Hawaii, they tried the trick again, and boy, it sure did work. Introducing Olu, the adorable ukulele-playing turtle that had a whole merchandising line exclusively to the Aulani Resort. You could only get these plushes if you went to Aulani and stayed there. Now, they didn't debut the Olu costume until 2020, some 2 years later, that we just covered in the recent video. Watch it now. they were more of a merchandising ploy at first to see if the character was successful, and if it was, then they would translate it into a costume character. Then after a few years, Olu got a costume. Then again, soon you'd be able to meet all the characters everywhere, but still there were pockets of exclusive merchandising in all of these locations, and it became this merchandising-fueled tourism industry that just, all because Americans couldn't be bothered by a teddy bear in the middle of downtown Disney. No one wanted anything to do with it. And now there's a fleet of them. There's an army of small, cuddly creatures. Some that bake, some that have musical talents. If you want me to dive into the costumes, because listen, they've got plenty of costumes. Every holiday, we're seeing new outfits thrown at these characters left and right. Leave a comment below. I'll 100% cover these characters as costume evolutions. Let me know which ones you want to see. It was Mickey's dreams and imagination that brought Duffy Bear to life. And the community takes that as their responsibility to inject their Duffy Bear with as much Disney love and outfits as possible to possibly bring their Duffy Bear to life in their own unique way. It just spoke to a culture and a community in a way that it just couldn't possibly speak to America and Americans. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you're a big Duffy fan, let me know in the comments. Send me your pictures of Duffy, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon. I wanna see your Duffies. I wanna see your Duffy outfits. I wanna see your Duffy costumes. Let me know if you wanna hear more about Duffy and what you wanna know about Duffy, and I will dive deep into it, man. I'll dress up like Duffy, man. There's a bus that's furry and looks like Duffy in Japan that you can ride, all right? This is not a drill, folks. Duffy is more popular than anything you could possibly imagine, okay? We just painted, we didn't even paint, we put a sticker on a bus that looked like Figment. That's how little respect we have for Figment here. And in Tokyo, they took their Figment, Duffy, and they made a fuzzy bus. Do you understand? Thanks for watching, guys. You rock. It's just, I can't, let's all pack our bags as soon as this is all over and go to Tokyo Disney Sea right away, because this place is phenomenal. It features all kinds of really great lands like Italy and the American waterfront.